my boy, thanks for the round. Okay, so the swing and the ball flight obviously looking much better. You know, you got to recalibrate your yardages. That's fine. It shouldn't take too long. You can do a quick session, or we can do a flight scope session and work that out. But you got to be able to adapt better on the course at some point. We'll talk about that a little bit later. So swing technique looking much better. Obviously the face rotation and face control is way down. Okay, dispersion and side spin way down. And obviously nothing hooking left. Okay, so a lot of positives. Right. Still a couple, and obviously this is still that fear of hitting it left, and also just your angles as you've learned them. Okay, still a couple where we swing a little from the inside, or a little too much from the inside, shall we say that. And that's the one that comes out sort of straight right. But we're not going to fix that by then squaring the face more, no. We're going to fix that by hitting more on the back of the ball and less on the inside of the golf ball, and trusting that because we're not flicking the face, it ain't going to go left. Okay. So that's a little bit of trust, and that will come. It's more evident to me off the tee. I think when you're heading into the green, it looks like you're finding the back of the ball a little more often, and the flight and the start line is really good. Obviously compression is up and carry distance up. You got to learn it. That's part of the game. So as you start practicing it, okay, now start practicing your increments. Alright, so start practicing how am I going to hit the ball 130, 135, 140, 145, every 5 meter yardage, okay, all the way up to probably 240. You've got to be able to play those 5 meter shots. Yeah, they don't always come off, but that's how you're trying to play the game. Okay, which brings me to the second part, and again about sort of distance control and stuff. Okay, the wedge game. Okay, I want to reboot this whole wedge game. Okay, I don't like it at all. We spoke a lot about the big high hands and the nice press. Okay, for wedges that ain't going to work nicely at all. Okay, so I want you to adapt the clock method, if you know what the clock method is, and combine that with the towel draw. Okay, so towel draw, we're going to put a towel under our arms, and what we're going to do there is try not to separate so much. Okay, only for the wedges, right? So towel under the arms. Clock method is, okay, left arm is the hour hand of the clock, 12 o'clock, 6 o'clock, 3 o'clock, 9 o'clock. Okay, and we're going to go back with the towel under arms, with the shut face. So it's a really cool workout for you. Okay, so shut face 9 o'clock, towel under the arms. Okay, and then we just clear from there. Okay, and obviously the face is coming through sort of a little open. Okay, and then we go, say 10 of those, and then we go 10 o'clock, shut face. Okay, clear and release. Okay, and then 11 o'clock. That'll give us 3 yardages with each of the wedges, so give us 12 baseline yardages. Okay, from there just play the number. So you shoot the flag, 85, I'm going to carry it a little bit into the wind. Okay, so I'm going to carry it 90, what's my 90 shot? Okay, cool, that is a 10 o'clock lob wedge. Okay, towel under the arms, 10 o'clock lob wedge, clear and release. Okay, I'm just going to hit that over and over and over and over again. Alright, I want those divots very, very shallow with this technique. Okay, so 9, 10, 11, towel under the arms. Okay, shut to 9, shut to 10, shut to 11. You can see when I get to 11, still not much disconnection from here. And you just clear and release. Okay, should be your warm up and your drill every day. We're going to adapt that into a game slowly. Okay, and try and improve that wedge strike and then wedge distance control. Okay, brings me on to putting. So I asked you there on the 10th green, you feel like they're coming out where you aiming, whatever, and you said yes. Okay, so then at some point, you've got to be tracking why they're not going in the hole. Okay, so am I under-reading them? Am I over-reading them? Am I leaving them short? Am I hitting them too hard? Okay, it can only really be one of those 4 reasons. Okay, so from the first hole, what did I do? I slightly overread it. Okay, cool. Second hole, what did I do? I slightly overread it. Okay, cool. Third hole, what did I do? Fourth hole, what did I do? Third hole, you didn't putt. Fourth hole, what did I do? Again, I underhit it slightly and then overread it slightly. And so you go and think, okay, hold on a second. You get to the 7th hole. Okay, I'm overreading everything. It's not a left to right issue, right to left issue, whatever. I'm just overreading them. So whatever I see, okay, I'm going to go a little bit less and see what happens. And if that works, then it works. If it doesn't, then you keep adapting. Okay, but you can't just go and go, oh, I'm not holding anything all day, well, I was moaning all the time. Okay, constantly adapting. Okay, if you're serious about this, your game management and your mental game needs a real big flip around as well. I know we do on the technical side, we've got to start training the mental game from now. Okay, continuously thinking, continuously adapting. Okay, and that brings me to the last big point I want to make, okay, which is this mental game. It is very, very hard to train. You've got to work much harder on this. Okay, don't assume that when you're playing well in the tournament, all of a sudden your mental game is going to be good. Because you are training it to be poor. Your self-talk is poor, and your commentary is poor. Okay, it's very negative. Even when you're hitting good shots, okay, it's negative. Okay, and something you've got to stay on top of. All right, the hardest thing in this game is actually hitting a good golf shot. All right, so you hit a good golf shot, you go, well, I did my part. I picked the wrong club or the wrong yardage or the wrong target, but I'm doing the hard part well. So I can adapt that easy part. I can hit less club. I can choose my targets better. I can hit my putts with a little bit less break. Okay, you've got to have that mental attitude and constantly thinking, constantly reminding yourself what you're doing well, and then adapting to your situation that you're in. Okay, because you want to be a tour golfer and you play a different course every week. Okay, you can't just wait for a course to suit you. You have to be adapting week in, week out, day in, day out. Colder day, hotter day, morning tea time, afternoon tea time. It's always different. And you've got to be adapting, not complaining. Okay, now I don't necessarily think you're always complaining inside your head, okay, but be careful of your outward commentary of what's going on because it can create negativity. Okay, you've got to train that to be either positive or just quiet. Okay, just let it go, move on to the next shot. Okay, but it can't be this constant berating, moaning negativity. Right, you're actually swinging the club and hitting the ball as good as probably you ever have in your life. So you should be excited about golf. You should be looking forward to what you can do with this new skill set. Okay, you need to learn how to use your skill set versus those conditions the course gives you every single day. That is the real skill of the game. Okay, so that's where I need a lot more work in your mental game. Okay, so yeah, that's it from my side. A lot of work to do. Okay, review those notes, and then let's obviously get to work on that wedge game and that mental game immediately, and keep doing the other stuff well.